Hey, Techtail here, and welcome back to RuneScape. Today, if you couldn't figure out by the title of the video, I'm going to be doing a bank video. I spent a lot of time debating what to make as one of my first videos. I really want to set myself apart from the crowd a bit. I plan on making a lot of guides and money-making methods, but none of these really seem to make sense as my first video, really. It didn't seem like the right place to start. So I was thinking about what better place to start than show you where I'm starting this adventure. That being said, if this isn't intended to show off of my massive wealth or anything like that, I actually transferred the majority of my wealth into bonds so that I could get some free membership on an Ironman account that I currently have. It's currently pretty close to comp caping right now, but that was about 2 years ago. I did transfer some of the wealth over from that Ironman account, some of the stuff like seeds and some Grenwall spikes that I wasn't planning on using anyway. I ended up getting about 100 mil from that, and you see that I have about 70 mil of that left. I spent about half of it, and I've been slowly recuperating that wealth. So I guess without further ado, might as well start up this video. So I didn't do anything to organize my bank at all. This is just where it came in. Don't really have a whole lot in here, but might as well show you. This is my first, it's just the junk tab. I have some living minerals here. That's for whenever I have rocktail fishing. It's kind of something you could do that's AFK. I do have about 50,000 empty light orbs. I made that's how I got 99 crafting on this account. I didn't have a whole lot of money at the time, and it was only like 3 or 4 GP per XP, so I made a lot of these probably like 5-6 years ago at this point. With Invention, I'll slowly start breaking these down. They don't have many components that are really good, but if I don't really have anything else to break down, might as well take these along with me. They'll end up getting broken down at some point. I do have a lot of these anagogic orts. Might as well add these to the storage for now. I have about 300 in there already, and they finally made storable. I had those in my bank for the longest time before that, though. I have a Hellcat here in case I ever need that for any questing or anything. I know there was about 2 or 3 quests that you need a cat for, and I just got the cat, put it in my bank, and it's been sitting there since, along with a zombie monkey Gregory that never gets used. The rest of it seems kind of useless. I did get a Wicked Pouch. That was before the Cape update, so it was one of the only ways that you could really transfer the spell books. It was also before Prefinus, so you used to have to go to the temple to get ancient magics or to Lunar Isle to switch to lunars, and this Wicked Pouch saved me a lot of time getting that. It only cost like about 1 bond worth of rune coins as well, if I recall. I have a lot of gold rocks in here though, as well as these shards. I'll eventually make those into capes once I have enough of them. Should actually put these into my dungeoneering pouch, the dungeoneering tokens, but I don't really need the tokens right now. Once I need something, I'll probably start doing that. Oops, I apparently left my armadillo in this. I'm planning on, once I get my legendary pet, oh, by the way, I bought a legendary pet with about half the GP. That's what I spent it on. It costs 5 bonds, which at the time recording this are about 11 mil a piece. So it was about 55 mil for a legendary pet, but I plan on going to Dark Beast and AFKing those whenever I have nothing else to do. It's about 2 to 3 mil per hour. I'll go ahead and do a guide on those later, but I bought some Armadillo up for that, as well as augmented Black Salamander. Do have some Harlander tar in here somewhere that I was breaking down and plan on using that as the bolt for this weapon. I have random rune plate scared. I'm not sure where that came from. Doing some AFK, what are they called? Abyssal Demons. And I managed to get 2 crystal keys from those just from AFKing them, as well as some U-logs. And I was using a spring cleaner. That way I could get some runite ore from that all, instead of getting the rune items that you have to alch. It saves some money on the nature runes, but seeing as the springs cost so much, it's probably not worth it. I'm just going to use up the springs that I have right now, and whatever happens with the rest of them. I'll probably start alching them all instead, because I don't want to waste the 5,000 GP for every single thing that it breaks down. It seems a bit like a waste. I got some runes. I use these for the daily rune machine in the rune crafting guild. Don't have a whole lot of them because I try to sell them to keep my money patch up pretty well. Did get some pure essence again from camping abyssal demons. I bought some aggression potions for that, and have the pure S here for whenever I plan on making any runes. It helps with Wicked Hood daily. It's about 300-400 GP a day. Bought some sharks again for anything I might need. Do have the enchanted water tiara. It's pretty good for desert anything that you need to do. I don't really plan on doing anything in the desert much. I do have some tectonic in my bank as well. I was doing, before I quit this account about 2 years ago, I was starting to do some Virago, and I figured I should get some tectonic for that, but I haven't really used it almost at all. Actually, if I withdraw it here, I'm probably going to be up to like 60%. Oh, it's like 94%. I barely use that at all. I'll go ahead and get that used at some point, but with the new invention, it might sit in my bank forever, just because it doesn't, no way of augmenting this now that it's used 5%. I do have Royal Crossbow here. That's kind of the only weapon that I have for a decent weapon. I probably should get something a little bit better than that, but I don't have the money for any T90s. I think I'm planning on just waiting to get a Noxious bow, and then I can do some Araxor. It's going to be a pretty good increase in my speed, but we'll see how that ends up. This is my miscellaneous just pieces for like the construction outfit. It's stuff that I might wear. I have the ancient ceremonial in case I ever want to go to Nex. Lurupia, is that how you pronounce it? Lurupia top? Whatever. I do have that in case I want to do any hunting. Before I had 99 hunting, I got this, but it's still in my bank just in case. I do have a couple Ring of Visibilities in case I want to do penguin hunting at all. Golden Mining set along with Varrock Armor 4. You can actually use the Varrock Armor 4 instead of the Golden Top as long as you have it in your bank, I believe. It's not as useful now that they have the Golem outfits. Golem outfits are just far superior. But I don't actually own that yet because I haven't done anything since they released that to be gatherable by everybody. Not really sure why I have that right there. But I got a healer's hat, just in case if anybody wants one. I do have some of the farming outfit. I must have gotten that right as I was about to leave. Some ghostly outfit in case basically for Fashionscape. There's nothing much in this tab. This is going to eventually be my tab where I keep the Armadillo and the Subjugation and all that. But for now, I really only have Subjugation. I should move my Armadillo over here at some point. I do have some Swamp Paste, which since Invention came out is a lot more useful. As well as Broad Arrows that are a lot more useful now that Invention came out. I can disassemble those. This used to be my Juju tab. I spent a lot of time getting the Juju potions all up and trying to farm all this stuff. I hunted Draconic Jadinkos for 99 Hunter. So I have a lot of those in the bank. I might make them into the Juju mining potions at some point. I probably have a lot of money here with the Samadins and the Draconic Vines already ready to go. I think they're like 15 or 20k per dose, so probably a lot of money in my bank. I'll look into that at some point. Nothing much else here though. Do have some Juju farming potions. Again, when they were untradeable, they were worth a lot more to me than they are now. They're just GP at this point. I'm starting to farm some Muspah Spines. Just started that, as well as getting some incandescent energies. I was planning on doing some double XP weekend. I was planning on doing some incandescent memories at the, where is it? It's by the the Castle Wars one. You could deposit those really quick, and they give you really quick XP. But I put some in my bank with some winter storage scrolls and never got around to using them, so they're probably just going to sit in here forever. I also do have an augmenter. I just started up Invention a little bit ago, so I'm still relatively low level. You see here, I'm only 47 invention. I did some abyssal demons, as well as some money-making things with invention that I'll eventually make guides on to let you know what I'm doing. But for now, I'm just in at 47 invention. I'll slowly train that up whenever I get a chance to. Have some gems here, again from abyssals. Do have 3 spirit seeds. Probably never going to use those. I believe I was keeping this as a Ganodermic tab, just in case, or whenever I was doing Ganodermics, they would end up there. These are nice little secret. If you guys ever, if you end up watching some of my videos later on down the line, you may know what these iron plate skirts are for. But I'm starting to stack them up for some sort of secret video that I wanted to do. And this is the last and final tab. This started out as a potions tab, and right here it kind of ends off. I got all the extremes, as well as 1 dose, 2 dose, 3 dose, 4 dose, and flasks. These seem a little bit redundant now, but eventually I'll figure out what I want to do with them. I did have a lot of juju mining potions, as well as some in potion flasks. I sold those for like 3 or 4 mil. I'll probably make some more and sell those off as well. Towards the bottom here, I do have some Tuscan mass pieces. I could make another one, but I was saving them up if I wanted to farm any Arits. That way, if I got more, I could stack them, and whenever I got a stack of 2, I'd just make one of them. Vials, useless. Rest is kind of useless. I do have some super compost. Harlander tar, like I was talking about before. You guys might be able to figure out some of the videos I'm going to be doing just from the bottom here. This was just from these last row right here, just basically from abyssal demons. But this row right here might reveal a lot of what I'm doing. Got a lot of maple logs, Harlander tar, gold bars, and 1 enchanted gem, along with 1 ring of Slayer 8. Wonder why I only have 1. Where did the rest go? I think besides that, this is useless. That's about all that I have in my bank. I do have 70 mil, as you can see right there, just in the pouch. So my guess would be that it's worth, my bank's worth 90 mil to about 100 mil, with the Armadillo, the Subjugation, and I think Tectonic might be able to be broken down. I might be able to get some GP out of this. I'm not sure though. As well as just a couple miscellaneous things like Royal Crossbow. Not all of it is monetizable, but it's probably worth about 90 or 100 mil. I think that's about all that I have in my bank, though. Let's scroll through it in case if anybody wanted to see anything again. I do have about 1,000 harmonic dust. I'll slowly work up getting that. That way I can get some crystal tools. I think I already have the pick, but I still need to hatch it. But that's about all I have in my bank. I'm sure you guys will see something that you'll ask me about in the comment section down below. But for now, this has been Techtail Production. Have a good day.